Hello everyone. I'm sort of reinventing my channel. Um, I've really got into a lot of gardening. I learned a lot over the past couple of years, and starting this up so I can kind of give some pointers as to what I did, some mistakes I've made, tips I've kind of learned over time, and this is just a hobby for me. I'm kind of just been testing the waters and stuff like that, and to kind of learn what's been going on. I'm going to give a quick tour and show you kind of like what I've been doing. So I started off with seed trays. I have seed trays going right now just to kind of keep rotation. You don't have to grow just once a year. You can grow and you can switch around your crops more time than just at the beginning of the season. I've also learned some of the best times to plant. I got a second crop of cucumbers coming up, just to keep going. So that you have use your whole growing season. Don't just grow to say, hey, I'm going to grow this now, and that's about it. I've got a variety of pepper plants that I've got going. These ones started off as seeds. The white stuff you see on the plants isn't any rot or decay. I use Sevin dust every now and then to keep bugs out of the way. I got some rosemary coming here. Nothing's at right now. Rosemary takes a long time to germinate, so keep that in mind. This little container right here, the drainage on it wasn't that great or got clogged up, so I'm in the process of trying to regain my sage. So I've got a small space. I don't know if you can look at the size of the garden that I have. It kind of goes up a hill. I kind of dug into the hill to put plants on. But a lot of this channel is going to be able to show you guys how to grow the most you can out of a small space. As you can see, I have this is a cucumber plant that survived. I thought that I planted some. Well, actually, my wife planted some seeds in one of those little trays with those. What are those? Those little. I want to call them peat moss or moss discs. And the whole tray died, but I happened to be looking at it and I found one plant. So this is the sole survivor of that, and it's a cucumber plant. So we'll see how that goes. It looks like it's going healthy. I just transplanted it into a 5-gallon pot. Most of what I got here is container planting, and I built about 3 kind of garden beds. As you can see here, this one's 3 feet by 5 feet. It cost me $8 to build this. The soil, of course, when you put into consideration the soil, you're paying, a little more, but you're paying for that the first time, and that's it. It's pretty bare right now. I'm still waiting for to put some seeds that are growing in here. But I did plant some potatoes from seed potatoes about 3 days ago, and as you can see, they're already sprouting out of the ground. The garden bed's it's got about 10 inches of soil, so they're all the way down. Seed potatoes are all the way down to the bottom. I got some watermelon plants here. Here's another herb garden I got going with a variety of basils. I got Thai basil, purple basil, and I got your original basil. I got some Mexican tarragon, some more sage over here. The sage is doing well, and some chives. I got mostly cherry tomato plants going on. The marigolds are to keep pests away. As I go through this channel more, I'm going to do tutorials, and I'm going to do each subject one at a time. So please come back and pay attention to that. But this cucumber plant's doing really well. I have it growing vertically to save space in your garden. You'll notice that you can grow more, especially these viney crawling plants like cucumber, squash, and again, the white stuff is Sevin dust. But as you can see, they're growing really, really well up the trellis. Getting lots and lots of production from these plants. I'm going to do a lot of how-tos and teach you some tricks here and there as well. I got squashes up here, and then I got my pepper. I call it my pepper neighborhood. I got some red bell pepper going, banana peppers. I'm going to show you some tricks on peppers. I'm going to do a video on some tricks on peppers, how to get your pepper plants to grow thicker and bushier so that they grow more flowers and more production. This is my sweet banana pepper plant. As you can see, that's pretty large already. I could probably harvest that, but they say they turn red when they ripe. So, which is odd because every time I've eaten them, they're either greenish yellow or Yeah, and they're pickled. So again, I got more squash, more peppers here. I'm trying some cantaloupe this year. This is a really cool plant that I have here. It's a tomato plant, but it's called pineapple. I'll show you the sign for it. Pineapple ground cherry. So it grows in these little kind of casings, as you can see. And then, you know, I guess you peel that open and you eat it. I have some purple beans growing in here. They're bush beans. So I'm hoping they do well. That'd be really cool. This whole thing is beans. There's probably about 20 plants. This is another bed I built, which is 2 feet by 4 feet. I paid $6 to build this. I bought one piece of wood and I built that. I'll also do some tutorials on how I constructed that. Up here's another bed that I made. This one cost me about $12 to make, and it's 4 feet by 4 feet. And in here I got some more tomato plants, some more pepper plants. I got some acorn squash that's really kind of taken off. All this stuff, pretty much every plant in this garden was kind of cultivated, grown by seed. So no plants bought from the store. Here's a cantaloupe plant, doing really well. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but like I said, it's all containers here. So if you're interested in beginning gardening, some tips and tricks, just please follow the channel. There's going to be more. If you have any questions, please post them. I will be probably trying to upload a video every other day or daily, depending on, you know, what's happening. But again, this is just a hobby. Ask questions, and I hope to see you back. Subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications when I post a new video, and I hope to see you guys. All right, bye.